How to lose 20 kilos of body fat and go from fat to shredded to having a six pack. Now, the first thing that I will say, if you are watching this video and you are in this type of condition, I want you to go into this video with an open mind. Because the first thing I need you to understand is if you currently do not have your dream physique, if you currently don't look the way you want to look, your current way of thinking is not going to be able to get you to a six pack, to your dream physique, okay? Now, this transformation is myself, obviously, and I went from 90 kilos to 70 kilos. It was actually just under 70 kilos, and I done this in 16 weeks. I went from around 22 to 25% body fat. I think 22 is actually being very kind, so I'd say more like 25% body fat, and I got down to sub 10% body fat within that 16 weeks. Now, the first thing, obviously I'm going to give you the tangibles in terms of what I need you to do, like what you need to do in order to achieve a result like this. But as I said at the very beginning, your current way of thinking isn't going to get you from fat to shredded, okay? So the first thing you need to understand is, why do you want a six pack? Why do you want a six pack? Because as I said, your current way of thinking isn't going to get you there. Like right now, you probably see people online, you see people on Instagram, and you think, I could never look like that. My genetics won't allow me to look like that. Ah, sure, it's alright for this guy, he's famous, or someone off Love Island. Like, it's unrealistic. Your current way of thinking, you thinking that it's unrealistic, is the same reason, it's the reason why you're going to stay exactly where you are. There is no such thing as it's realistic. If somebody else can do it, so can you. When I was at this stage, and I was over 20% body fat, and I'd made the commitment that I was going to do a photo shoot and step up on stage, I never thought to myself for 1 minute, oh no, this isn't going to be possible. I went in with the mentality of, I started acting like this guy already. Okay, how would this guy act? What's he going to have to do on a daily basis? Because, do you know the saying, act and you shall become? That is very fucking true. You don't become shredded, you don't get in very good shape, then start acting like that individual. You have to start acting like him today, okay? So you have to understand, you have to have a strong why for why you're doing it. Otherwise, as soon as it gets tough, you're just going to give up. So before you jump into a program, before you start out on your journey to getting your dream physique, you have to be clear on why you're doing it. It could be down to, like, let's be very real here. There's only pretty much three reasons why anyone's going to do something. It's either going to be for status, so around your peers. If you're in very good shape, other men are going to have more respect for you. It could be for relationships. If you're in better shape, if you're better looking, you're going to have a better day in life. Like, let's just be real. The more in shape you are, not only because you're going to be able to attract a higher quality mate, but the level of confidence you're going to have in yourself because you became the person who could get a six pack. You became someone. Because let's be real. Yes, you want a six pack because it looks good. Like, let's be fucking real. But having the six pack just comes as a byproduct of having a six pack is a byproduct of becoming the person who deserves one. Like, to get a six pack, you have to be disciplined. You have to have a good routine. You have to be organized. You have to have patience. You have to be consistent. You have to be hardworking. And then the six pack just comes as a byproduct, okay? So that's the first thing you need to do. Write down, why do you want a six pack? It could be, as I said, dating, relationships, more respect from peers, whatever it is. Just write it down, man, and get clear. Say for me, my why. Why do I want to have a six pack? Obviously, I'm an online fitness coach. I want to lead from the front for my clients. If I wasn't in shape, if I didn't have a six pack, why would my clients listen to me? If I was telling them, okay, we're going to start you off on half an hour cardio, I'm going to put you on 2,000 calories to get you shredded, they could look at me and be like, do you do that? Like, I don't see you with this great physique. So that's part of my why, to be able to lead from the front from my clients. Also, I want to be in good shape so I can have a better day in life, so I do get more respect from my peers. Everyone wants that at the end of the day, okay? So just get clear on what your why is. Again, it could be relationships, status. Maybe it comes down to the fact that you want to have more energy so you can run around the garden with your kids. And remember this as well. If I was still like this, walking around at over 20% body fat. And then I eventually do have kids. Do I really want them to be looking up to this man? Like, what kind of character traits am I going to instill if I'm going around looking like a bag of milk, essentially? Not any good ones. Not any good ones. So you want to be the man that people around you can look up to, get inspiration from, and lift them up as well, just to show them that it's possible. Like, I feel like that's what, not even from an ego standpoint, but I feel like that's what I've done for myself now, and done for people around me, showing them that, look, it's fucking possible. It's not just lads you see on Instagram that are in fantastic shape, because they all didn't start out that way. Everyone starts from somewhere, okay? Now, how will life be different? So, your life might be okay now, but if I said to you, how would life be different if you had your dream physique? You could probably tell me, okay, I want to have more confidence in social interactions. If I was ever at the beach or at the pool, I wouldn't feel insecure or shy, taking off my top. I wouldn't hesitate. I just do it with confidence. In social dynamics, on a date, I'd feel better. I'd be able to wear nicer clothes. I wouldn't have to be wearing black all the time to make myself look slimmer, or I wouldn't have to wear baggy clothes. I could wear something fitted. I'd be more confident in myself. And then when you say that, okay, this is how life could be, ask yourself, fucking hell, what's that costing me right now by not having the physique that I want? Like, if you're going to be this real confident version of yourself that's not going to hesitate, that's going to feel comfortable down at the beach taking its top off, how do you feel now if you don't feel like that now? That's the question you have to ask yourself. So how life is going to be different, and then realize that you don't have that life right now. And that's having an impact on you every single day. Because you've basically just told yourself there that this is the potential, this is where you could be, and you're not living up to it. So remember that. And then, what happens if nothing changes? If you just stay going down this path of living mediocre, way below where you are capable of being, like, how does that play out? 10 years, 20 years, you get into a rut, nothing changes, you maybe gain even more weight, you fall out of love with fitness completely, now you've maybe got fucking 30 kilos of body fat to come off. It's going to be a lot harder then. How do you think you're going to be showing up for those around you if you're not happy in yourself? Because you have to be selfish before you can be selfless. If you're going around all day like a miserable fucker, like, let's be real, because you're not happy with your appearance, how would you think you're going to show up to the people around you? Do you think that's fair on everyone around you if you're going around unhappy in yourself and you're projecting that onto them? Because this is a downstream effect on everyone in your life. If you can be selfish, lock in for 4 to 6 months, get all the body fat off, become the man you want to become, have the physique you have the physique you want to have more energy, more confidence on a daily basis, all these things, how do you think that's going to compound? How much better do you think you can show up to everyone in your circle? A lot fucking better, I'll tell you that much. And again, people say to me, when it comes to having a six-pack, I will tell you straight up right now, this is me, this is also me. When I was going around like this, it was fake confidence, man. When I got lean, my life just got better. Way, way better. Again, it comes down to the basics of more confidence, more energy. You have to realize, when you're going around with an extra 20 kilos on you, imagine me going around holding an extra 20 kilos plate, a 20 kilo plate. That's going to drain my energy all day. So imagine just taking that off, your face looks slimmer, you're healthier looking, you're honestly going around feeling more athletic, stronger. Your whole life just improves, okay? I'm telling you. If there was one thing that changed my life forever, it's just getting in shape, feeling like the man, being able to take your top off wherever you go. Like, that is a feeling that you can't pay for, okay? Now that we've got that out of the way, we know why you want the six-pack, how's your life going to be different, and what's going to happen if nothing changes, okay? But obviously the six-pack is great, but focusing too much on the six-pack, dropping all this body fat, is going to take you away. It's going to actually take you further away from it. You have to become the type of person that can get the six-pack. As I said, Act and you shall become. Okay? So you have to start falling in love with the process. If you can fall in love with the process, the six-pack comes as a byproduct. As I'm always saying, the automatic body, the automatic systems, the habits in place. That's what's going to get you there. So, what do the habits look like? And just quickly, do you know the saying? The man who loves walking will walk further than the man who loves the destination. Okay? So again, this is pretty much going to be your battle plan. Okay? This is the process you're going to have to learn to fall in love with. And this is the beauty, if you work with a coach, if you want to get in great shape and take all the questions out of it, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. Just shoot me the word battle plan. Okay? My Instagram I'll put in the description, and we can talk if you need more added help with this. Okay? But essentially, your battle plan is going to be, firstly, you're going to get your maintenance calories. Go on to any calculator online, calorie calculator. Just look up calorie calculator, get your maintenance calories. Or if you DM me the word macros on Instagram, I've got a calorie calculator on there, and I'll just automatically send everything over to you. Next, you're going to remove 300 calories from your maintenance calories. You don't want to go removing too many calories at once. You don't want to... So many people say, I'm just going to drop them by 1,000 because I'm going to lose weight quicker then. What's going to happen is you're going to ruin your metabolism. After week 1, you're going to be starving. So you're going to end up yo-yoing, binging on your diet, and you're probably going to end up heavier than you started. Remember, if you have got around 20 kilos to come off, it's going to take you around 16 to 24 weeks, okay? To be honest, you always want to give yourself more time. So let's just say 24 weeks. So you're going to have to be doing this for 4 to 6 months. Think about it. It has to be sustainable. It has to be something that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy this process, you're not going to fucking stick to it, okay? That's the biggest thing. But also, you want to be getting consistent results. Because if you're not getting results from day 1, why would you stick to it? But if we just bring that all together, you're getting results consistently and you enjoy it. It's only a matter of time before you have a six-pack. As I said, the six-pack will come as a byproduct. Okay, so now you've removed 300 calories. Next, you're going to start doing 10,000 steps a day. And in addition to your 10,000 steps a day, so on top of that, you're going to start doing 15 minutes of cardio a day. Low intensity, steady state. So I'm not saying go outside and go sprinting. I'm on about 15 minutes on an incline treadmill or a Stairmaster. On the Stairmaster or incline treadmill, you want to be working up to a heart rate zone of 130 to 150 beats per minute. So either use a smartwatch and it will tell you your heartbeats per minute, or use the guardrails and it will tell you your heartbeat, okay? This is only low intensity. Build in, you're going quick enough so you're going to have a bit of a sweat, but you're not going to be out of breath. It's going to be very easy, but you will be working up a bit of a sweat, okay? So it's going to be like a brisk walk, okay? Next, you're going to be doing 8 hours of sleep every single night. So if you are someone who has to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning for work, you should be going to bed at 9 o'clock every single night. You want to be giving yourself that 8 hours. You want to be getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep, but if you can give yourself 8 hours in bed, that's going to give you the best chance of getting them 7 hours sleep. If you go to bed at 10 o'clock and you're getting up at 5, you're probably not falling asleep till 11. Maybe you might wake up once in the night, so you're probably only getting like 5 hours sleep, and then that's when everything goes downhill. Again, sleep is the main driver for recovery we have. Think about it. The next day, if you're recovered from the gym, that's where you're going to build more muscle. You're going to have more energy throughout the day. Just imagine if you're underslept. You're going to have a lack of energy. Then your body's going to search for an external source to bridge that gap. So that's when you start picking and snacking and overeating, because you've got a lack of energy in your system and your body's going to look for an external source, okay? So make sure you're getting your 8 hours sleep. That's going to be the biggest driver. Again, increased testosterone, increased mood, increased energy. If this was in a pill format, like for competition, it'd be banned, okay? 4 litres of water a day. I've always got a 1 to 2 litre bottle with me at all times. So you should really be walking around every single day. If you can have 2 2-litre bottles of water each day, perfect. But don't be going around with little fucking 500 kids bottles. Get a big bottle of water. Buy 2 at the start of the day and have them drank. Again, that's going to increase your mood, increase your energy, increase your performance in the gym, and overall, if you're drinking a lot of water, it's going to make you look better, it's going to make you look healthier, okay? Next, you're going to be tracking everything. So you're going to be tracking your body weight first thing in the morning before you eat or drink anything. You should be jumping straight from your bed, straight onto the scales, okay, in your jocks, or naked, okay? Keep it consistent and track it every single day. You can either track it on a notepad or you can get an app on your phone. It's called Happy Scale, and you can log it on that every single day. And then across the course of the week, that will give you your weekly average, okay? You want to weigh yourself every single day because you're going to have weight fluctuations. Some days you're going to be heavier, some days you're going to be lighter, but if you can weigh yourself every single day, it will throw you out your weekly average, and then that's the one you're going to be comparing on a weekly basis, okay? Next, you're going to be tracking your calories on an app like MyFitnessPal, okay? Again, you've got your maintenance calories, you move 300, and you're going to be tracking all your food on MyFitnessPal. Again, if you want to know how to use MyFitnessPal, DM me the word or comment below. You can DM me on Instagram or comment below the word MyFitnessPal, and I'll send you over my guide on how to use it. Next, you're going to take progress pictures once a week, okay? Once a week, you're going to take progress pictures so you can assess how much progress you're making. Again, even if you look like this version of me now and you're not very happy with how you're looking, that's the perfect time to take progress pictures. Because imagine then when you do get your dream body and you look back and you compare, you're going to be like, fuck yeah, I am the man. I've followed through on my word. Anytime if there's ever a period in my life where I'm like, can I get this done? I just look back at my own transformation to be like, look, Dean, you're the type of man who says he's going to do something and he can do it because you followed through on your word once before, so you can do it again. This was tough. This is the time I said I was going to do something and I fucking done it. So that carries over into every other area of my life now, okay? Next, when your weight eventually stalls, like you should be dropping around like maybe half a kilo to a kilo a week with this, okay? When your weight does stall and it stops, you're going to add in 10 minutes of cardio daily. So let's say you're doing 15 minutes cardio week 1, week 2, you're still dropping weight. Next thing, week 3 comes in, you stop losing weight, you're going to add in 10 minutes of cardio. So that's going to go from 15 minutes to 25 minutes. You're going to run that again, body weight stalls. In week 4, week 5, you're going to add in another 10 minutes of cardio. Then once you get up to 45 minutes of cardio, like your cardio is going to be at a high point then, like 7 45-minute sessions, that's when we're going to remove food, okay? The reason for this is because I'd rather have you eating more food because you're going to be fueled better for your training sessions. So you're going to be able to hold on to more muscle, you're going to be able to build more muscle during this phase. And also, just for sanity, if I removed all your food and kept cardio pretty low, you're going to be hungrier a lot sooner. Like, I'd rather pull from, increase output before we could start bringing down the food, okay? So we always remove food last. And then when we do remove food, we're not going to remove a load of calories at once. We're only going to remove 150 to 200 calories, okay? Then run that for a whole week, see what changes have been made in terms of progress. And then if weight stalls again, remove another 150 to 200 calories, okay? Never make adjustments midweek. Make sure you go from Monday to Sunday or Wednesday to Wednesday. Run 7 days, and if nothing has changed, that's when you come in and make an adjustment by either decreasing food by 150 to 200 calories from carbohydrates preferably. We're always keeping protein at that 1 gram per pound of body weight, and then or increase cardio, okay? So that is essentially the process you're going to have to fall in love with, okay? And again, the beauty of working with a coach one-to-one is they can make tweaks to the battle plan to make it more suitable to you. Because again, as I said, this has to be enjoyable, but it has to produce consistent results. Without them two, you're not going to stick to it. And again, that's the beauty of coaching. That's where the third leg of the stool comes in, the accountability, to be able to make adjustments on the fly to the plan for you. If you're not enjoying a certain aspect of it in terms of the diet, the exercise plan, or the nutrition, they can come in, make the tweaks necessary so you're enjoying it that bit more. So that's just the benefit of working with someone one-to-one. You're kind of getting that bit more of a bespoke, tailored approach. Now, any questions, let me know. If you want more help with this in terms of you want that third leg, you want that accountability aspect, just DM me the word battle plan on Instagram. My Instagram is DMC_fitness_. I'll pop it up on the screen now. And any questions, do let me know.